Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Jimmy Skull 68. Thank you guys for joining me. It's Wednesday today. I don't know if I'm going to release it tonight or if I'm going to release this video tomorrow on Thursday. But either way, it doesn't matter. Check out the new drip. I just made this jersey. It's a little Sam Darnold jersey. You know, made it from a Kirk Cousins jersey. Just took a little bit of duct tape and some love. No alcohol today. I have a big weekend coming up, so trying to give the liver as much time off as possible. So I'll be drinking a Dr. Pepper, which is arguably more unhealthy. Vikings take on the Houston Texans Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time at home in US Bank Stadium. This will be the last home game until after the bye week. So next week we play the Green Bay Packers. Boo! The week after that we travel to London and play the Jets. And then the week after that we have a bye. Dr. Pepper's so tasty. But Vikes on a 2-game win streak, looking to keep it going. They are currently 2.5-point underdogs to the Texans right now, which it just is what it is. Vegas will never give Vikings the light of day, but that's more power to me. I make more money because I'm a Vikings better. Again, as I've said in prior videos, I don't bet extreme amounts of money on the Vikings because if they lose, it's a double whammy. So I'll throw a little bit because I like to win and then, be able to buy like some Shake Shack afterwards or a case of beer, wherever the night brings me. But, yeah, so anyways, huge game. Vikings have one of the hardest 5-game stretches to start a season you can have, and they've already won 2 out of 2. So theoretically, if we can get to the bye week, I said this in the last video, if we can make it to the bye week 5-1 or 4-1, that is golden. I'm not even gonna say 5-0. That's unrealistic. Also, the last time the Vikings started out a season 5-0, they ended up winning 7 games the entire year. So maybe it's not the greatest omen to win them all. Also, I feel like losses help nurture the team a little bit. I don't want to lose, don't get me wrong, but taking a loss might not be the end of the world. Not too many losses, but we'll have to see. The Texans have a very good offense. They have C.J. Stroud. Nico Collins has had an emerging year. They have Stephon Diggs. That's one of the big storylines from this game. Obviously, Stephon Diggs returning back to Minnesota, the team that drafted him, the team that he basically forced his way out of. And then on the other side of the ball for the Texans, Danielle Hunter returns to Minnesota, one of the most beloved Vikings players. One of my most beloved Vikings players as well, but amongst fans, he's also very beloved. One of my former game day jersey was Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter, his picture was the background on my phone for like 8 years, so lots of love to him. I'm rooting for the best for him. Also, a few guys on the Vikings defense, Blake Cashman was a Texan last year. Grenard was a Texan last year. It was kind of the Grenard-Danielle Hunter trade. 2 defensive ends, we swapped with them. We got a cheaper guy. They got arguably a better, more explosive guy. Just is what it is. Grenard's got 1 sack on the year. I think Danielle maybe has 2 or 3. So Danielle's having a great year. Grenard is too. But, getting Grenard, we knew that was going to happen with him. He's probably not going to put up giant numbers, but he does his job. Defensive line's looking great so far. But yeah, the Texans, they are a very well-rounded squad. They have a good defense. Obviously, they have the offensive playmakers. A lot of people have them as their Super Bowl picks, which I don't know if we can say that yet. No disrespect, they're a great football team and all, but I don't know. I feel like Super Bowl is, I feel like there might be like 5 teams in the NFL that are Super Bowl worthy. Vikings are obviously one of them, but I don't think the Texans are another one. Just kidding. But it's going to be an interesting game. if the Vikings can continue to keep it rolling and go 3-0, I mean, the sky's the limit for us. Being 2.5-point underdogs at home for the second straight week, pretty crazy. We'll just have to see what the Vikes end up doing. I'm excited for Sunday. So I have a plane flying out of Baltimore at about 6:30. So I'm gonna be in the airport running around with my phone on Stream East. So I'll be keeping up with the game. Don't you worry, I don't miss Vikings games. It's been a while. The last Vikings game I missed, I was with my dad. We were getting scuba certified together, and we went to Lake Kiwi. It's a lake in Greenville, South Carolina, a little bit north of Greenville, or a little bit a little bit west of Greenville. It was a Sunday, and we left at 10, and my dad kept telling me, he's like, we're going to get back for the game. This was when I was like 11. He was like, we're going to get back for the game, and I was like, okay, and the scuba lessons or whatever took like 8.5 hours. So your boy missed a Vikings win, and that was in like 2011. Haven't done it since. I have missed preseason games. I watched the first preseason game, and usually I'm tuned in on the second, but the third preseason game, nah, that shit sucks. But injury-wise, Jefferson, Addison are questionable. Jefferson will be playing for sure. I'm not too sure about Addison, but I would have to assume that he will be too, so that's good to get our wide receiving core at full strength. We're just waiting on TJ Hawkinson to get back, and I'm telling you, every coming week it's closer and closer, and you can tell that man wants to be back on the field because that's just another addition piece to our offense that makes us better. But he will not be playing against the Texans. But yeah, with the Texans, we got a lot to deal with. They have a great wide receiver core. They have Joe Mixon at running back. So we got our hands full for sure. It's definitely been a down offensive year in the NFL. So we'll have to see if this one's going to be a low scorer or if it's going to be a high-scoring, take-the-over type game. I don't exactly know what the over is right now. I didn't check, but I would have to think probably around 48, 45-ish, which it's been the highest it's been for a Vikings game probably. But need Brian Flores to keep the defense going. Need Kevin O'Connell to keep being an offensive mastermind. If that can happen, Darnold can lay back on that one bad throw a game he's been doing. He's been great other than just one bad read. If he can cut that out, I gotta sneeze. If he can cut that out, then we're going to be more than fine. We're going to be golden. We should win the game. I just don't understand why this game's not a pick'em. But good Lord. My goodness. Sorry, folks. But yeah, I mean, this is just a quick video. I didn't want to keep this one very long. We'll just have to, I guess I'll have to see you guys on Sunday, though, after the game. I'll probably release Monday, but my final score prediction for the game, Vikings win 28-21. Skull, I'm out.